Baby secrets. Keeping baby secrets.
Baby secrets or secret babies?
Both.
Sounds
Both.
like an MTV reality show. Secret
Baby.
babies.
Secret babies.
Can a baby have secrets?
Think so? Think I mean, you set a baby down in a room and you go off and you do all this stuff, but you don't realize the baby's still recording. Like their mind is still picking up things. They're like, they see things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dogs have secrets. My my dog, if you give him something and he wants to bury it, he doesn't want to do it while you're watching. So he'll sort of like he'll put it down, he'll just look at you. Like until you walk away. And then he'll go and try to hide it.
Do you
Because you'll
ever
never
sneak,
find
do
it
you,
after
do you
that.
sneak up on him while he's burying it?
Sometimes.
What does he
And
do?
he acts like he wasn't doing anything. Yeah. He's like,
Oh, bird. There's a bird
then he
up
has to
there.
go find a new spot for it now. He's like, this spot's compromised. I gotta
So he's ex-military dog. No, that's a
drop it
smart
and
dog.
compromise.
Yeah, he sounds like he has a sophisticated level of intelligence. And he can like analyze security breaches.
But the other thing is he gives himself away because if he does bury something and then you come back later, he becomes real anxious if you get close to where he buried it. Like he's like visibly nervous. And he'll go and dig it up himself if he gets too close.
Oh man.
Anyway. Dogs can have secrets, is what I'm saying.
Dogs can definitely have secrets. They're not good at lying though. Dogs aren't really good at hiding or lying. Do too much shaking. But I'm trying to think. Secrets are pretty funny things though.
I hate secrets. I hate them. I don't like to have them. I don't like to know them.
You don't think there's no valid reason to have secrets?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there aren't valid reasons for people to have secrets, but I think it complicates things. I think you need to explore. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've been trying to explore a mindset where I call it a life not to be embarrassed about. Like you ask yourself, really, does anyone really care about this secret of yours? This is in a mass scale. I know there are like personal secrets that you can have for specific people. That stuff is also complicated, and I hate it. I don't even like knowing about like surprise parties, right? Like if someone's trying to plan a surprise party for a friend, and they're like, oh yeah, can you help me? I need to keep him distracted while we're doing this other thing, but he can't go over here. I'd rather not. I don't have fun doing that.
You don't have fun, like you feel like you're breaching trust.
Yeah, I feel like I'm lying to their face the whole time.
Yeah, technically you are, I guess.
Technically you are.
I am.
Technically you are. So are you going to tell your son that Santa Claus isn't real?
So that's a discussion, right? That's a discussion. I think that is determined. That is determined by the social state of things, right? What do his friends think? What does his family think? Like in his social sphere,
They're going to
not
be
be
Santa Claus's heads. Because most kids, man, a lot of parents, they use like Santa Claus as like, the muscle, right? Like if you don't do this, you can't get this for Christmas. And, people make a big deal about it, especially like around the seasons if you have a whole lot of Christmas lights and Santa Claus and all that excitement. So that's very difficult to ignore because then you look like the family that's just way out, and I struggle with it as well. But I broke down and was just like, whatever, man. Y'all can believe it up until like 7 or 8. Once you can read, it's time to and I mean not read, but once you can read and remember and analyze what you read, that's when to me, I think I'm going to try to pull some plugs.
Is what race is your Santa Claus?
What
Do they have
race?
one?
I mean, our Santa Clauses over here are black. Yeah, I do this black Santa Claus. Not that I feel like white Santa Claus is not allowed in my house. I just don't want.
Don't bring that white Santa Claus in here.
Just don't bring him in there.
He's not allowed here.
Yeah, my mother-in-law got mad at me because she bought this like white Santa decoration. And I'm like, all right, man, we can't have white face Santa and black face Santa and brown face Santa, all these other damn.
The lights are falling apart.
The lie falls
How many
apart.
Santas are there?
The lie falls apart. But part of the reason why we don't want it to be white Santa is because now you're heading deep into the lie. When you make it black Santa, eventually one of our student friends is going to say, why is your Santa black? And then that's going to be the ultimate string, right? Boom, pull him, pull him, pull him.
Now all the Christmas movies, he's white, right?
and that's true. But we don't.
Yes.
Well, we told him like, there's probably all different kinds of Santas. Like there's probably an Asian Santa.
Yeah. The whole army of Santas.
There's a whole fleet.
A whole United Nations of Santas.
There's a United Nations of Santa Claus. That's how they get there. The lie was there's only one. Now we're unpacking the lie. There's not just one white Santa living in the North Pole. The Santas living all over the place. They got deals with Amazon now.
So is the black Santa come to our house or the white Santa come to our house? Or will it be an Asian?
None of the Santas come to our house. In our house, Santa does.
Yeah, wait. If every country has one, why does the black Santa come? Where does the black Santa live? He comes to our house, but the neighbors. Does he go to the neighbor's house too? Because
I was talking to Stuart, and his Santa was white. And
his Santa was white.
Nope.
The Jim Crow Santas. Well, see, in our history, child, there was a fight back in the day, and black Santa couldn't go to the little white houses. The lie breaks apart even more, right? Like my point is, yeah, man, it's stupid. It's not stupid. It's great to think about, but white Santa's is too nice, man. It's too perfect. Lies to everybody. Walks in everybody's house. Gotta eat your cookies. Black Santa's way more grounded.
What? That's where you right, because we don't have there are not any stories about him. We could create whatever kind of personality type.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So Black Santa has, not as many reindeer. Doesn't eat them. Doesn't want to clean up after them.
You don't think Black Santa he wouldn't do all the stuff that the Santa manual requires?
I think he would do the cultural context, right? Like think about it, up until maybe the last 20 years, he probably wasn't going through many chimneys, black chimneys, right? He wasn't going through many. So there's different contexts, there's different guidelines depending on the region you're in, like it's all these kinds of requirements that the Santas have to go through. I think they're different, right? Like I'm sure. Let's think if you were a son of Asian descent, right? Like he's not going to wear his Santa Claus boots into the house. He's going to leave them outside of the chimney, and he's going to go in. Can't have no. It doesn't matter who you are, right? That's a cultural context for Santa. That white Santa would not be allowed in an Asian home. He would break that rule.
Just imagine Asian people left these boot marks all over.
These dirty, snowy boot marks all over.
Shoes in here.
This is so disrespectful. But no, we do that, man, and we do that just so that I don't want my kids thinking that, you know, I mean, one, it's a lie. So if it's a lie, I can manipulate it as much as I want. There's a black Santa. He's rich as hell. He he loves everybody. But if you don't listen to your parents, he'll text me and I'll tell him like, don't give her
Mm.
no presents, right? You know, that's a real Santa, right? He's almost like granddad.
He's like a grandpa.
You know, not the swindler who's competing with Jeff Bezos on, every Christmas and Shopify. We're not dealing with that. That's a whole other thing.
Right.
But we watch all of the Christmas movies, obviously, because Black Santa hasn't been, shown as much love in the cinematic universe. So something that we should potentially work towards. But there needs to be more swords with Black Santa or multicolored. What you call it? The
United Nations.
United Nations
Santa Claus.
Because here's the thing I've seen, right? I've seen Santa Claus have black elves. And I go, wait a second. Where did they get black elves from? Where does black elves coming from in the North Pole? Who having these black
Where do
elves
any
from?
elves come from while we're at it?
Exactly. They come from someone's mouth. And
Does he recruit them from other areas, or do they all populate there in some sort of? Does have a community that generates more elves?
so, man.
Is he cloning? Think Santa's
Is he cloning elves?
Cloning
Exactly.
elves.
Is he cloning?
They only have this limited lifespan, and so he clones them in their prime. So he always has elves on reserve.
But he's got to send elves to the other Santas as well. So
Yeah.
that's what he's doing the rest of the year, cloning elves and training them to send to the other Santas, I guess.
Yeah, maybe there's this one Santa he's responsible for the elves, but there's other Santas. It's like there's a logistics Santa. Like he actually does all the logistics.
I don't
Inventory Santa.
think Black Santa has elves. I feel like if Black
he does it all himself.
it's not that hard. He doesn't need, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of noise. Just put them. You can take them out a couple at a time, load up the thing, and he can make multiple trips. He doesn't have to make one long trip all night.
Now it's not like we're making him like the opposite of like Candyman, right? Like he's just like he's everywhere, but he's only one person. He's giving away toys everywhere he goes. Popping out of walls, holes in the walls, wherever the kids are, and the black kids. And what about the mixed kids? Is it a mixed Santa, or do you have like one type of Santa one year, one type of Santa the next year? How do you do that?
Today it's a Dominican Republic Santa. Next year,
Hello.
See, it doesn't hold up, man. That's somebody's like, why don't you believe in Santa? I just couldn't get past. I mean, the multicultural gaps in the Santa Claus narrative.
It really falls apart when you get to the multicultural gaps in the Santa Claus scenario. You haven't read up on this?
I read up on it. It lost me.
It's a white paper out there. You can mathematical equations about it.
Just doesn't hold up, y'all. So,
but here's another thing that makes me think of, because I think you're bringing up a lot of great points, right? Like the further you think about the logistics and feasibility of this stuff, the more it falls apart. And I think because parents want to use this as a bad guy, not a bad guy, but a carrot and stick situation, right? They don't want the kids to think too deeply about this. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's magic. Don't worry about it, right?
Yeah.
Are we sacrificing critical thought for keeping your carrot and stick handy?
I mean, I feel the same thing about. I think it's something that's just inside us, man. I don't think any individual, I don't think most individuals are 100% going to like question every single choice and piece of information. Some 80% of their stuff is probably, I'll just go with blind faith that it's going to work out, right? And mainly because of time, stress, and all this other stuff. So for parents, man, it's like, is there guilt in not having your child have this magical, lying experience where they get to like just live in this just paradise of like getting toys all the time? Is that creating a bunch of narcissistic kids or neurotic children, right? Um, I also ask myself, like, outside of the capitalistic Christmas push, if there was just like, if the president, the president just came out and was like, all right, y'all, attention, Santa Claus isn't real. Like, what would that do to the country? One, and how bad could that be for the children?
We cut to the Oval Office just before a big press conference. Sir, I have a question about the agenda for the press conference you called.
Go on. I have a few minutes.
Yeah, I was looking over it, and the top item on it, it just says Santa Claus isn't real. Now, I was wondering if this was maybe the wrong agenda, maybe this was one of your children's homework assignments or something. But there's a bunch of reporters lining up outside, and I was really curious if you can clue me into what the actual agenda was going to be.
Well, Gerald, that is correct. That is the agenda. It is somewhat stemming from my child's homework. Little Fingers came in and they told me that we were supposed to spend all this money for these flowers for Christmas. And I asked her, why are we spending the money for the flowers at Christmas? She told me, oh, because Santa's going to give us a great big present for the kid that sells the most carnations for Christmas. And I thought to myself, why don't we just get rid of that? We need to stop selling stuff on behalf of Santa Claus when secretly they're for the actual organization trying to raise money. And that just can't go past this presidency.
Well,
I'm not going
first,
to keep doing that.
Sir, that the various holiday parties we throw, some are sponsored by 1-800-Flowers.com. They're looking forward to that sponsorship. And secondly, I guess I can see what you're saying, but I don't see why you need to call a press conference with all the reporters because of what's going on with your daughter. I feel like this is a bad use of resources. There are way more high priority issues we should be discussing.
Well, that's the reason why I'm doing this. Another reason why, if you notice, Gerald, around this time of the year, who takes up most of the airtime and radio space? Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
This could
Sure.
be time that the president could be using to engage his citizens on what to be expected in the new year. Hell, every Christmas, depression goes through the roof. I don't see Santa Claus doing anything about that, huh?
Sir, okay, I think I know. This is because it's been going around that parents have been referring to the stimulus money as the stimulus fairy. Is that what this is stemming from? You have the stimulus fairy. You have the IRS tax child fairy.
You got Uncle Sam. Everybody's coming up with all these names and all these characters, but nobody gives me the credit. But let me go drop a drone on, whoever the fuck. Oh, the president did it. The president did it. They didn't say nothing when I gave them $1 trillion worth of money. $1 trillion worth of money. One trillion,
I know, sir.
And a fucking fairy is the one that's responsible. You know how many old stank breath politicians I had to listen to chew me out about that bill? Fuck Santa, fuck the American people and their bullshit spiritual lies that they tell themselves. I am the motherfucker with the keys. I'm the president, goddammit. This holiday should be for me. They don't even celebrate me on President's Day. You know who they celebrate? Dead fucking
George
presidents.
Washington. Yeah.
Where's George Washington?
But by all means, sir, you don't. you don't do this for the grandeur, right? You do this to make things right with the country. Sometimes you got to let the common people have a little bit of magic in their life, right?
Damn that. You know what? Second on my agenda is going to be next week, aliens. Let's just go rip the whole Band-Aid off. Obviously, there's aliens. No, we don't know what the fuck and where they live, but we know they exist. Let's just act like they exist already. Maybe they might reveal themselves. You see where I'm going with this here? Let's get out of one bullshit lie and let's start focusing on the other real bullshit that we have to deal with.
We cut to Santa Claus's apartment and he's reading the newspaper. Oh shit! Hey, Gleep Glop.
What's wrong?
The president just announced that I'm not real, and he told everybody that you are. This whole thing's messed up, man. Yeah, he said aliens are real, Gleep Glop. Can you believe that?
He's not supposed to do that.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to live
your life. Take little human samples every now and then. Oh, God.
Right.
Well,
Someone's at the door.
I would tell you to hide, but I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
I will tell you to hide. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
This is the U.S. federal Men in Black. Open up right now. You have strong orders, executive orders from the U.S. president to come in and retrieve all illegal.
Which one of us are they here for? I'm still not sure. It's not getting any clearer.
Open up.
Just a minute.
Okay, we'll wait 1 minute, but then open up.
Open up.
Okay, thanks.
Santa, we know you're in there.
Oh, what? I'm on the Men in Black list. Man, I was like legit. I was legit. I was real, man. The kids believed in me. Everybody believed in me. What's going on, man?
Are you guys going to open up, or are you going to just keep having these conversations? We can send in more reinforcements. We'll nuke this whole apartment building.
Okay, fine. Come in, but chill. Don't go crazy. We're just gonna have a conversation first, okay? Yeah. Open the door. Okay, come on in.
Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. Don't walk in here with.
Well, that seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I can take my shoes off. No problem.
Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Special Agent J. This is Special Agent A. We are with the U.S. Federal Men in Black. Not that fake Men in Black that you see on television, Will Smith. We are the real thing, and we don't dance here.
I thought that was real.
We don't dance at all. No.
I've never danced. Not with an alien. Not with a person. Never.
Never ever. However, we are here with an executive order to come and retrieve Mr. Santa. Is it?
You taking me?
Santa Claus?
Yeah. Santa Claus. Yeah. You taking me, but I'm real. I'm not an alien. I mean, I'm not trying to throw Gleep Glop under the bus, but he's not from this world, man. You focusing on me for real?
Speaking of this world, Santa, we could not find your true birthplace anywhere on the map. Can you let us know?
Yeah, I have a map right here. Actually, I'll go ahead and let's bring that out. If you want to point to where you were born.
Yeah, in Sacramento, California. I was born in Sacramento. I know it's a whole thing about chimneys, and we don't really have chimneys in Sacramento. So I mean, I thought it was odd too. But
and what year was that?
1975. Hold on, I have a.
You were born, Santa Claus. You were born in 1975. Is that correct?
Yeah.
God damn it! Hey, was this the fucking Santa Claus from the Walmart? I thought we were going to get the real guy. Not the real guy.
So many Walmart Santas and mall Santas, and just regular on the street asking for money Santas. There's a lot of Santas to sort through.
I thought we would have a better database than this, working with the U.S. Federal Men in Black. God damn it. We apologize about this whole situation. I think we we're pursuing the wrong, fake, real Santa. Glee Plop, you're still fine. You're not a
Carry
part of
on.
the. Yeah, you're
Okay, great.
just don't make any bold moves, and remember, you can't date anybody because it may lead to reproduction. As long as you don't do that, you're fine, and we will keep you here.
And congrats on the presidential shout out. Really big.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Big
Thanks,
day
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I mean that's great. I was trying to keep it quiet, but things happen, I guess.
And scene. Reasonable alien. Things happen. I guess.
Thanks, man. It's okay. Things happen over there. I didn't do my thing. It's all good.
All good.
Santa Claus, man. I love, like, every year when Christmas comes around, I love the conversations start back. To be honest, I like the holidays. I like Halloween. When I say that, people will go, Halloween? I'm like, let's act like nobody likes Halloween just because it's got monsters and shit. It's fun, right? It's a party atmosphere. Holidays, we live in a crazy time, and we can use those days to at least enjoy the little slither of time and moments we have with our friends and family. We can make the most of what we got. So I like holidays for the most part. But Christmas is funny because I always watch the Boondocks Christmas special. I have to. And then I always like listening to people, talk about how one ungodly Christmas is, or the original reasoning of Christmas, like all those different things. Happens every year. But yet people still give gifts to each other, and people still expect gifts. So I always go, well, why are we talking about the real reason it exists? We all are still doing the same behaviors every year, right? So I never really got that. That's always confused me. Like, people would go back and forth and argue.
My own thing is the sort of tied in tradition, somewhat compulsive, like, oh, you gotta have the tree, or you gotta have the wreath, oh, you gotta have the thing. And I just want to know more about where it came from. I'm not necessarily saying we can't do it unless we know, but like, what is this meant to signify, right? It seems like a thing we're doing just because we've always done it, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So
you're not a traditionalist at all.
The history lessons I appreciate.
No,
you just know why you're doing something, right?
Yeah, no, why? And what if I don't want to do the thing? Like, I can just say, I don't want to do that, right?
Then you're an asshole.
Then I'm an asshole,
and you don't have Christmas spirit.
I don't have the Christmas spirit.
It's kind of like canceling somebody on Christmas, right? You don't have enough Christmas spirit. You get canceled on Christmas.
And then other people are trying to out Christmas spirit the other person. So you got neighbors competing on decorations.
Man, so yes, I have a neighbor. I have to send y'all a picture. I have a neighbor who has a 16-foot reindeer air balloon, like one of those things blow up things. 16 foot, man. The hell do you need?
Yeah. Other than the stunt to say you can do it. Like, I doubt he wakes up in the morning like, man, I wish I had a 16-foot reindeer on my lawn. That would just really
put it back up.
Complete my day.
Yeah. My Christmas spirit will go from here to here if I had this.
But like, Christmas is that it's one of the few holidays that it's a holiday, but it's a season. It's a whole thing. You're supposed to feel a certain way, or it's meant to invoke these feelings. It's all of those things. So I have to imagine that it's almost like you kind of take leave of your senses in this season. So a 16-foot reindeer makes sense. Spending way more than you have on gifts for people, makes sense, because it's in that frenzy. And then right when it's over, then it's like the high, you come down from the high and it's like, what have I done? What has happened? So I'm sure the 16-foot reindeer is not going to be interesting or cute on the 26th or when this thing is over. It's like, why is this in my yard?
Right. Yeah.
Like you woke up from a drunken night, like blackout.
Exactly.
What did I do for the last 26 days? Yeah. And then I also think, man, sometimes I ask myself this question: what if Santa Claus is really just stunting on people the whole time? Like, what if he's just like, I'm just gonna give everybody's kids gifts that their parents can't give them. Because if your parents can give you the gifts, why do you need Santa Claus to teach you that lesson? Right? Which is kind of Antoine's point. Like, I don't need a tree. I don't need this demigod in my house. I don't need any of that shit. I work, I give you the gifts because I sacrifice, and that's what you should do, right? That's essentially what we do. Well, they try to make us, believe as far as the gift giving, but that always makes me think think about it. All that stuff, all it does is makes us run out and compete with each other on gifts and holiday spirit and whose dressing is better than their dressing, or did you eat their food over there? That ain't got nothing to do with Christmas spirit. Santa Claus is playing us the whole time. He's just flexing on us. It'd be no different than if Michael Jackson was flying around, giving people gifts, which is what he was doing, right? Like anybody could essentially be Santa Claus.
I think it's the first lesson in you not getting credit for work you've done. It's one of the strong lessons you'll get, because if Santa gets all of the credit for these gifts, am I out?
No, we're listening.
Oh, okay. No. I'm sorry. My thing starts spinning. I'm like, but if Santa gets all the credit for this, and you working, the kids, oh, thanks, Santa. Like as a parent, you got to suck that up and be like, yeah, Santa did that. I mean, that's going to happen to you maybe at work. It's going to happen somewhere else. It's just your first lesson. And like, how do you just stand down and let somebody else take the credit for something you've done?
We cut to a boardroom at I don't know. Gifts are us. All right, listen, executives.
Yes.
I wanted to bring you guys in to let you all know that I am so pleased to share with you that we have destroyed our goals in revenue and sales this quarter. I mean, we beat it by a whole 10%. Now, when I say we beat it,
yes,
I mean, I want to make sure that you guys understand that the level of effort that it took to achieve these goals will not be unrewarded. Which is why I want you all to chip in and help me give Santa Claus some gifts for the amazing gifts that he's given us to allow us to gift us this revenue and sales activity we've had this quarter. He's been amazing.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, John? I thought you were about to talk about bonus checks.
Bonus for us.
Yeah, we've been working really hard.
Well, from my understanding, my reports that I got, they all had Santa Claus. They came from Santa Claus, right? Santa Claus did the work.
That was a quarter. It was a holiday joke. That was tongue in cheek. It was we were all just going to sign as Santa Claus. It's injecting a little bit of holiday cheer into the workplace, but that was us and our teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that very difficult. I find it very difficult to believe, because the last 3 quarters you guys have sent me emails, and I've read them, every single one, and none of them had any type of joke like that. I mean, think about it. We had Easter. There was no Easter bunny signature on the email. We had President's Day. You didn't get any president signatures on the email for the reports. It's okay, though. It's all right.
So, wait. So do you think that some dude named Santa actually got us the 10% bump on our revenue?
All I know is there's a couple of indicators that I reviewed that lead me to believe that this new employee, Santa Claus, is what I did not find him in our employee record. So I'm assuming that this might be the Santa Claus that we all know and love. But apparently, somebody must have put these revenue and sales numbers on the Christmas list for Santa. And I just want you guys to just be aware that
No.
we're going to give him the greatest thank you. We're going to leave some milk and cookies down in the lobby just in case he wants to come through before the end of the day. We go home with our for our Christmas break with our families.
Not gonna work.
What do you even think Santa did to get us these numbers? What do you think do you think he clocked into the office and logged into a computer?
I don't know what he did. I don't to this day I don't even know how he gets every place and reaches every kid in one night. I don't question the man's execution. No. I just review the work, and this guy for hundreds of years has been doing great work, delivering logistically all these gifts. So I'm assuming that he might have had a hand in the logistics side of our profits. No. But nonetheless,
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, Antoine, you keep trying to make points, and you're just glossing over them. I don't want to be rude, but you say you haven't studied, you're not quite sure. What about all the expense reports? Okay, my team has been busting their balls, making, getting plastics and all other types of materials to put forth some quality products that we can send that have been increasing the revenue. Have you not looked at the expense reports? Have you not looked at my department spending? Come on.
Do I sense a little naughty tone in your voice?
What?
It's a little bit of a naughty tone. I mean,
I'm advocating for myself as an employee. I didn't think it was naughty. I'm just speaking up for my team.
You keep doing that behavior, you might end up with some coal for your new quarterly bonus. All right. I have checked out the expense reports. All right. I read all of that. The numbers make sense. But what doesn't make sense is how for 3 quarters we didn't post any positive increase on sales and revenue.
We cut to the break room the next day. Tandi.
Yeah.
Hey, so I was talking to Larry in IT, and apparently the boss sent an email to Santa Claus saying to put your name on the naughty list. I like IT caught it because we don't have a Santa@giftsrus.com email, but they thought it was a weird thing for him to do.
Is our boss 8? I mean, there's a picture of a family and a wife and his kids on the desk. I mean, what's going on with this dude? Why is he? Do you think Santa Claus did this? You're right. No. You think putting me on I'm talking about him. You think putting me on a naughty list in some way has anything? Come on, man. This is crazy.
We cut to check in with the CEO. Come in and have a seat, Tandi. Sit down. There's a box sitting right on my desk. So word travels around fast. I'm aware of your feedback. And I just want to let you know that you have been officially put on the naughty list, which means you're fired.
What?
There's your separation package in that box. It's a couple lumps of coal. You keep your benefits until next Christmas, only because Santa Claus told me to.
Wrapped my pink slip. It's very nicely wrapped box. And naughty list means fine. Oh God, you got some. Okay, you're gonna have an EEOC complaint coming toward you, sir. Why just? We're not your kids. We're adults here. Okay.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, you're running this place like you're a parent, and when we're kids, and come on.
Listen, I'm just saying that word on the street is, and I like to believe Santa Claus told me this personally, but the word on the street is you walk around calling me a child in the company that I run, and that is naughty, Tandi. Also, I've been working with our HR department to make sure that we include the terminology and language to reflect the new policy and culture because I want to continue to see our revenue and sales go up. I don't want any excuses and I don't want any selfishness, Tandi. You're very selfish. You want to take all the credit for everything when we know for sure it was Santa Claus. Who else?
Okay, you want to talk about cruel. You're firing me 3 days before Christmas. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but whatever. Again, I'm not taking this line down. I am going to fight. I'll take my package and I won't say thank you.
And scene. I feel like I'd also take the coal in that situation. I don't know why. Like, oh, I'm taking this.
Oh yeah,
I'm taking this severance and
the severance fine.
Yes. I'm gonna barbecue later with this. I don't know if you can do with coal.
Yeah, I don't know. Send it to West Virginia, I guess.
But y'all, my favorite. No, Christmas time. You know, is it that time again? Because or did we talk about it too early before? But anyway, so you know it's Hallmark movie Christmas time.
I was gonna say, can we watch a Hallmark movie as a group at some point? We can stream it. I'm cool if we can not stream it. I just want to watch this ridiculousness with someone.
Clarina's watching them. She's watching them now.
She's good. Well, you know what? Like you said, John,
that's so cheesy.
So many people are down. You know, people just looking for something to feel good about. But yeah, I do it. And actually, I'm not sure if this happens every year, and I don't think so. I think maybe this may be a new year because we've been having these on nonstop on the Hallmark channel since October something.
I start earlier and earlier. It seems.
Man, you get some Fridays in July, right? When it's like Christmas in July time, and now it's just on. And I saw a post of somebody said these Hallmark movies are just basically movies made with like 7 different actors, 3 different plots, and it's over.
Melissa Joan Hart is in a third of them for some reason.
But I was thinking, I mean, doesn't that fit the bill for Christmas stuff? Because I was also listening to the all Christmas radio. They're all the same songs, just sung by different singers, right? It's all true. So Christmas is just on a loop. There's nothing new about it.
That's the loop.
Same thing. Why be
Christmas is a black hole, y'all. That's what it is. That's how Santa can hit all of those places. He goes through the wormhole.
Exactly.
Takes them everywhere.
Every year, the Earth aligns with a wormhole that can be utilized by someone with the right equipment, such as a reindeer and a sled.
And he shoots through the wormhole. That's caused by all of the loop of singing by hundreds of the same.
Yeah. So the Christmas spirit powers the wormhole.
That's what it is.
Which is why it's so important that we keep it going every year.
I was watching Ernest Saves Christmas. I'm a huge Ernest movie person. We need to come out with a Saves movie Christmas. A Save Christmas movie based on that premise right there.
How your boy saved Christmas. Yeah.
How your boy saved Christmas.
Is that your character, your boy? Antoine, that's your character.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. I love the It's Your Boy series. We really need to see that happen.
We really do. It's your boy. That should be a series we designed called Your Boy. It's your boy.
It's your boy.
It just follows him in his misadventures. One, he saves Christmas by keeping up the Christmas spirit to allow the wormhole to happen and Santa to pass through all of those kids. How interesting. We'll get some sci-fi people in that. They'll love it. Yeah, that might be a legitimate explanation, though, of how your boy saved Christmas. How your boy saved Christmas.
Well, you were saying about Ernest. What was he saying about Ernest?
I forgot, but his movies are so simple. They're kind of like Hallmark-esque, where they have the same actors, very much the same plot, just a different, different conflict, different holiday. My favorite is Ernest Scared Stupid, or Ernest Scared Straight. Or is it Scared Stupid or Scared Straight? Either one. I think it's Scared Straight. where the actual trolls, like he thought like there's some trolls are like taking over a neighborhood, and he thought it was just kids in masks, which I probably would have thought the same thing. But there's Ernest Goes to Africa. There's Ernest Goes to Jail. That one's pretty interesting. Yeah, Giovanni, man, he had a career, man. He was like the first Adam Sandler. Like all Adam Sandler-esque movies, they're all the same. You're just watching them do a different type of voice that's always the same Adam Sandler voice.
Now, see, there's some variety in the Christmas movie genre versus Hallmark shows, the songs, because all that's pretty standard. But the movies can really go way out there, right? Oh,
they're really polished.
They're really
polished.
I feel like these are the same move. Like this looks like the same dude.
It's
like this.
No, they're two different ones.
these all three of these dudes could be the same dude as far as I'm concerned.
Two different ones.
And Christmas, and why is Christmas always like a middle class, upper middle class type of endeavor?
It's right. Because I mean, if you don't have any money to floss, then there's nothing to see. There's no. Why is the wormhole even like spinning around you? What's up with that?
Yeah, all these people are so well dressed.
Yeah, all you got is the spirit.
They don't need Christmas. Money. They don't. If you got money, you don't need Christmas. Christmas to me seems like it should be for the kids that can't get gifts.
No,
why are the rich people even getting preference on Christmas? That's crazy.
That's the time to celebrate the money, man. You want it to sparkle and shine. You know, everything else has been like, oh, I kind of got to keep it under wraps a little bit. But now is the time. Hey,
show off how much money you got.
Let's put some lights on it.
What if that was an actual holiday that people just showed how much money they had? Like that was the whole holiday. It's like like a stunt holiday. It's like the holiday is just going.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, again, did I not tell
people
you?
Keep watching them. People watch them on a loop. So let me ask you, Tandi, when you watch these, are you what is your favorite of all the Hallmark you watched? And tell me why.
I really respond to the acting and whether or not I like the character's energy. Like there's certain actresses that I'm not gonna watch. If I see them in, I'm gonna change the channel. But then there's certain people I'm like, oh, I like her. I'll watch her in anything that she does. I just have a couple. I gotta like their energy, maybe something about their face or something, and
something
then I'll focus in. Yeah, and then I'll focus in. I'll focus in. But then in general, just to let it's really kind of background noise for me. Now it's almost like that like you could play the fireplace on your screen, and it's just the crackling of the fire. It's just for ambiance. So. Sometimes it's just on for the ambiance.
You might as well just turn Christmas music on. It's like, I get what you're saying though, because my wife does the same thing. She's like, "Oh, I'm in the mood for Christmas movie," and she'll sit in the bed every night, like she's doing probably now, and she's watching one of these.
Oh, this one with the 9 cats. This one with the 9.
Is that a sequel or that too? There's two. The 9 Lives and the 9 Kittens of Christmas.
I like
so
her.
one's a sequel?
Right. I like her. He's a little good. I'll watch anything.
Oh, I see. I didn't even see the other one. I didn't see the other one.
The 9 Lives of Christmas.
See, first she met him in the first movie when she met him. She was in veterinary school. What'd you say? Who? Yes, she met him in veterinary school, and then I didn't even know there was a second one. So the 9 cats that really blew my. I was like, yes, I'm watching this. Now,
Saturday, December.
No, how your boy started
is about to have the single biggest day of her life.
So they
lost it.
So these 9 cats kind of bring them back together because they broke up. I didn't know because the first movie you thought that they just ended up together.
Cats got them back together.
Cats brought them together in the first place. They broke up. Cats brought them back together. I'm telling you.
Cats, not one cat. So this was
cat. No, one cat brought them together the first time, Ambrose. And then the second time when the 9 cats came, It brought them back together. But this was what was so important about this movie.
I love this.
Important.
I love
It
this.
had nothing to do with Christmas. No, I'm joking.
No, was that it showed you the end of the movie when you watch the first one is not necessarily, they live happily ever after. I didn't know those people broke up, went to two separate. Well, he stayed in town. She moved to Miami. She even had a new boyfriend. So she ends up going back to that town to visit her sister, and and that's where they find these cats, right? And so then he finds the cats and he bumps into her, and then she's a vet, and then boom, they back together again. So I hope at the end of this movie they stay together. Because if they bring this back again and like he's dead and she's like going on and she meets somebody else through some cats or some other creatures, then that's just gonna.
That's amazing, Tandi. That's amazing, Tandi. I hope that you watch this and you let us know how it goes.
Which one? No, I've already watched it. I'll tell you. But I'm saying I'm hoping. Yeah, I already watched it. I'm hoping that they stay together. That the story with the 9 cats that brought them together, because we got a marriage proposal. See, that's what I should have been looking out for. Was the marriage proposal at the first one? I did not see that. The second one, I saw the marriage proposal. Maybe could be indication of more permanency. I'm not sure, but I will wait. I will tell you next year if we have another stuff, or in 5 years, actually, because I think it was a big chunk of time. Because everybody looked a little bit older in this one.
One more thing, just before I stop sharing, can we pretend that this couple is just trying to murder this entire family? Can we?
Oh, I watched that one too. See,
dressed too cozy.
Like this lady here used to be married to the guy with the red sweater around his neck, the lady with the purple cap. But then they go to his people's house, and then she meets that woman who is the stepmother's brother. That's him. And then they start having a thing. And like, and it was so cold because that lady with the red hat, about the purple lady's older girl, took her to get her ears pierced. It was a moment. And it was a moment that only Hallmark can handle, because there was no screaming, no fighting, or nothing. It was just, next time, tell her these are important things that I'd like to do with my daughter.
That's Hallmark. See, that's bullshit, man. Those types of things. Well, I guess that you go to Hallmark probably for like the same reason why men go to like strip clubs, right? Like they don't want the reality of
the fantasy.
They want the
fantasy.
I want you to make me.
We got to an office. So Tandi, your resume looks wonderful. You've worked as an executive at a couple of different places. But you may have noticed I did step out for a minute, just to actually I consulted 9 cats who told me not to hire you. They said there's something in your history that I'm not aware of, and I shouldn't hire you.
9? You talked to
9 cats.
9 cats.
Right, said that a cat comes across the desk and whips his tail under Tandi's nose.
This was one of the cats you consulted with. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that means, but
you are the CEO. You're of HR. You're in charge of hiring and you consult cats. It's to hire.
Yeah, they're outside consultants. Usually we don't let them inside, but they wanted to really come in and just kind of have this out with you.
Okay. I'm sorry. Are you sure it was cats? You didn't happen to call my last place of employment and discuss anything with our president there?
I mean, maybe they did the background check. It could be them who made the calls. So this isn't gonna work out. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
But thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And good luck on your search. And here's a lump of coal just to kind of tide you over.
Thank you. I'll take that lump of coal, and if you don't mind, I'd like my resume back.
Okay.
With me, You and your cats making decisions here.
Like I said, they're not my cats. They're outside consultants. They move around and do consulting for different companies.
We cut to Tandi in the apartment. Damn it, Antoine. What the hell kind of world is this? My last place of employment, my boss believed that Santa Claus was real and he was treating us like he was 8. I just left a job interview and this guy said there were 9 cats who are outside consultants. What the hell is going on?
9 cats?
9
What do you
cats
mean?
outside.
They're outside.
No, he said that they were not. I thought that they were his cats because he said the cats told him not to hire me. And he says, no, they're not mine. They're outside consultants. Who the hell has cats as hiring consultants? What's going on? I mean, I know it's a pandemic, but
I hear you. Ever since the president said the stimulus fairy died, it's been crazy out there. People are like, how does a fairy die? I thought they live forever. I don't know. I can't. The internet doesn't help me. I tried to look it up.
Are you buying into this, man? Because we are real people. These are real motions and steps. We live in a real apartment with real rent. We need real jobs to pay that real rent. What's all this talk of fantasy?
Well, I mean, ever since our neighbor Glip Glop moved in, he's really opened my mind. I go over there and we smoke out sometimes, and he tells me about his travels. And he's from like 12 light years away. Okay. It takes a long time to get here, and he's seen some stuff. So it's sort of helped me realize I've been really closed-minded about all this stuff.
I've been a little worried about you because you keep talking about this Gleeblop who lives next door. I've never seen.
He likes to keep a low profile.
Yeah, but I mean, I've never ever seen him. Like the door doesn't open. I only hear these stories from you, and I'm starting to worry about you now.
You don't need to worry about me. I'm fine. I just need a few more TVs to play the Hallmark channel so we can keep the Christmas wormhole open.
What? Oh my! What?
Knock knock. Hello. Hi.
Hello?
Your neighbor here. Yeah. Good luck. Hi. Good luck.
Hey, it's good luck. Come on in, man.
Hey. Yes, I was bringing back that cup I borrowed. I don't have any cups.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. We borrowed your cup. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah. Hi. I haven't met you before. I was beginning to think you weren't real. You get it. I haven't seen. Yeah.
And so, there's so much to wrap my mind around right now. First though, Glee Glop. Nice to meet you. How are you? What do you mean light years away? Antoine was telling me you're not and about your travels, and I think, do you have him with these TVs with the wormhole going? What's happening here?
Oh yeah, I live next door. But yeah, I'm from 12 light years away. It was a long journey here. But yeah, I live next door with Santa. We just sort of hang out, and we're roomies, so it's good.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, Tandi. I mean, you've been working so much. I guess you haven't had the chance to hang out here, but yeah, he's great.
What do you work, Glee Glop? I mean, what do you do? What's your occupation?
Right now, I'm just doing some. I work as an executive for this corporation. We do a lot of like our sales are doing great. This I just got hired to replace somebody.
Oh, wow! I'm in the market. I'm looking for a job. Do you mind if I give you my resume? I've got extensive executive sales experience.
Sure. Can I see it?
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, great. Yeah. This has some cat claws on it, I think.
The last, I don't even want to get into it. 9 cats. The guy said they were consultants. Said not to hire me.
Oh.
Why are you looking like that? Oh.
That can be a bad sign. And cats say that you.
I feel like I should mention this. I'd be a bad roomie if I didn't. But Tandi is on the naughty list at.
Oh.
Yeah, She was recently put
Oh,
on the
wow.
naughty list.
Santa does that. We live next door. He lives next door. Does he know?
Wait a minute. Your room? No, there's no real. Wait a minute. No, there's no real naughty list. There's no real Santa. I don't even know what's happening here. What is going on? None. No, just no.
I'm pretty sure you didn't believe in aliens like 10 minutes ago, and we're having a dialogue here. So maybe I can pass your resume on to Santa, and we can sort of he can see that you've done some good things this year, and you can maybe get off the naughty list. How about that?
Look, I'm willing to try anything. I need a job. I got rent to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to hold it down right now. So yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, give Santa my resume. I'm cool with that.
Okay,
I'm okay with that.
We come back to the next one. Hey Santa. I was given a resume by somebody who don't get mad. I was given a resume by somebody who's on the naughty list, and they asked me to hand it to you, and maybe you could review the case and get them off. I don't know. It's here's Tandi. She lives next door.
Let's see.
He says she lives next door. Are we done with our session? I thought we were still smoking. You was returning the cup so that we can finish smoking.
Yeah. I was gone for a bit. I thought we were done, but yeah, we can continue. It's up to you. I'm not in a rush.
I mean, yeah, no problem. I'm not trying to be a bummer. I'm in between. I got so much time before I start back this wormhole. You said that. What was her name again? You said she needs some help off the naughty list.
Yeah, Tandi. She's on the naughty list. She between jobs as well, I guess. Yeah, she's having it rough right now.
She is having it rough. I did send her a couple of messages through her boss, and she was, a little callous towards him. Called him a little kid and stuff. Told him that I wasn't real. I guess she must have got that time when she asked to get off punishment when she was 8, and I convinced her mom and dad to.
Do you just want to talk to her? I can call her.
Santa doesn't want to talk to her. I feel like Santa Claus probably is more like the Wizard of Oz. Like he's probably like, if you really met him, you'd probably be underwhelmed for sure, right? Like that Santa is probably an elf. Like he's probably like, it's probably an elf or a bunch of elves in a suit. It's like no real Santa, what it say, like the truth is always more a stranger.
Yeah, the present delivery is actually the most undesirable job. So they just send like the dumbest elf they can to do it. It's like they got to stay up all night and work. All the other elves go to bed.
They just build toys for all year, but at least they get a night to like phone in and sleep. Until the new year, and these elves have to go out. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Well, speaking of going to bed, that is the end of the Can't Tell Nothing show, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
I think we're actually going to take a little bit of a holiday break here. Get it back hard in January. We'll still keep content coming through the channel, so keep an eye out. But as far as how this show goes, I think we're planning to start a new season and hopefully some new elements. But until then,
I thought that song got canceled last year.
It's Eartha Kitt. Can't cancel Eartha.
I thought it was the.
Oh wait, no, it's not. It's Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah, Baby It's Cold Outside.